like, cut, ho!
I could never hold down. I never wanna let it go now. I just wanna keep it here right now.
Okay.
There we go.
Heyo!
What's gooding?
We're back for episode 4. Got you again. And today we're going to be discussing a couple things about the brain and the head and that,
Mental health, everything that goes on in the world, that big topic, the mental health issues and all that.
Disclaimer: we are not psychologists, psychiatrists, or mental health experts. We are simply stating our opinions on important matters. Don't take us too seriously or too lightly.
Yeah, I like that. That was a good one.
Not too serious, but not too light.
Yeah.
A little bit of salt, tequila, and Sprite.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I don't drink, but yes.
Sober.
After you just died.
Right, that's Sprite.
But we'd just like to talk about some...
Sponsor us, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, God. We'd like to just talk about basically the mental health mostly around the sports of, all these athletes that just what they go through and everything, and how this kind of... how can I say this?
We're talking about mental health and the mental health of professional and higher level semi-professional athletes, and sort of kind of what we could see they go through, considering today, like modern day and social media and things like that.
Yeah.
Whilst also comparing it to like external mental health cases that don't have to do with athletes. So like, say for instance, someone that's schizophrenic and something like that. We're not going to go into detail in terms of schizophrenia, but just you'll get it as we go along. You'll understand what we're trying to do here. You know what I mean? But you want to start, or what are we doing? I'll throw out the fish and catch it. Basically, one of the main points that I want to get into was, although I know we're in the U.S. and y'all don't love soccer like that. That's my sport. But or I call it football. That's not important. Anywho, the England national team, they just lost the Euro 2020 final. I know it's 2021, don't ask. They just lost the Euros. They lost on penalties, and they had 3 guys take penalties that were black. And ever since they've missed those penalties and obviously subsequently lost, they've been getting nothing but racial abuse online every day. You got people putting up monkey emojis and black FU emojis and all types of just slackness, just slandering their names day to day. Bear in mind, one of them, Marcus Rashford, he's 24. Jadon Sancho, he's 21. Bukayo Saka's 19. These are damn near kids, and they're just getting slandered for nothing. Like, obviously they're professionals, yes. Obviously they're playing at the highest level, yes. Does that mean they deserve that level of abuse? No. Does that mean they deserve racial abuse? No. Did they make a mistake? Yeah. When 90% of the people, if not 100% of the people that are slandering their name make the same mistake and miss, guarantee it. So it's like, they don't deserve this abuse, and it's like, just because you worked hard enough to put yourself in a certain position doesn't mean that you're in the public eye, so you deserve abuse. Do you deserve criticism? Constructional criticism? Yes. Abuse? No. There's a thin line, and people are crossing it way over.
Yeah. And that's what kind of sucks, I'd say, for being when you're kind of at a high level, when a lot of people are I don't want to say depending, but expecting you to do something like they're expecting you not to fail. And it happens. People are human. It happens. You fuck up.
It's the point of sport.
Yeah, shit happens. Sometimes you'll miss a penalty kick. Sometimes you'll miss that 3 that you need. Sometimes you'll miss that catch in the end zone. It happens. But the thing about the fan base is people are just fucking insane. They will bash you for just and they're fans too. That's the thing that's crazy about it. They're fans, but they'll bash you if you fuck up.
Well, I think we got to take three things into account. Number one, modern day fans, outside of the real ones, like some of us, modern day fans are extremely fickle. I watched this one TikTok. I don't have TikTok. I don't really like TikTok. But I was watching this one TikTok the other day, and this black dude, he was like, if you think I'm going to cheat on if you see that I cheat on my girl, what makes you think I won't cheat on my team? And so he was wearing a Curry jersey. He walked out the other side with a LeBron jersey, then walked out of another door wearing a Ben Simmons jersey, then walked out of another door wearing like a Giannis jersey or something else. It was like crazy. He just kept switching jerseys, switching teams. Then he finally ended up with like a T-shirt that said Suns, and I think it had Devin Booker's name on it. The point being is fans are really fickle. And when you have fickle people that don't have a sense of loyalty, the only thing they do is basically what we pay for on ESPN, which is just listening to people get slandered.
Yeah.
Listening to people who couldn't perform at that highest level talk about other people. And I'm not discrediting journalists because that's their job. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm for one studying to be a broadcast journalist. Not to slander folks, but you know what I mean? Like, I might have to because, we got some papers. But, keep it a buck. But, it's like, there's a difference between criticism and just disrespect. And we're disrespecting people to the point where we got, like, situations where black girls at the Olympics, they can't wear certain caps to protect their scalp. And so they're having to deal with that, and they're having to deal with the stress of going to the Olympics. They're having to deal with the stress of competing. You got Naomi Osaka. She was supposed to go to Wimbledon, which just finished up, and she was supposed to go to the Olympics for Japan. She's not going to either because she's out of her mind. She can't handle it. Ryan Garcia, top-level boxer, he had to stop boxing for like the past 6 to 8 months because he's going out of his mind. Like, the pressure of social media today is too much on people. And those, like, Naomi Osaka's like less than 26, and Ryan Garcia is barely 22. Like, these are kids we're talking about. Like, yeah, I know to us, we're like, those are grown, they're not that grown. Like, you don't fully develop till 25 anyway. And yeah, maybe you could argue or you could say they're being soft, but it's like, do you understand what that pressure is like? Having to try and compete day to day, week to week, better yourself, especially as a fighter, as a tennis player, at the highest level, and you're a child. You don't even fully understand yourself as a human being, but you're trying to do your best to perform, and you got people just racially abusing you and calling you, oh, you're shit, you're this, you're that, you're this, you're that, every day when you wake up on your phone. People just disrespecting your parents, giving you death threats. Like, it's just a hard thing to deal with at 21 and 26.
Oh, it's very stressful. It's like just growing up on that shit and then hearing that your whole life, because like I'm pretty sure they're not retiring anytime soon, depending how things go. But it's just very stressful, especially when you're playing a sport that you get into bad like contact, like definitely boxing,
CTE,
all that stuff. Yeah, so like football players, even sometimes basketball players. Just all
I swear to my mom, you better say soccer. You cannot say
soccer
basketball.
players, soccer players
Bro,
too.
You cannot.
Just the injuries that you can
head
occur to the head, and a lot of people. So getting like concussions and shit like that, and then also dealing with mental health is like that's just a fucking tornado happening in your head right there. That's like a ticking time bomb. Damn. Ticking time bomb. And it can really fuck with you. And honestly, I think a lot of people like I think who was it? Kyrie? I don't know if you heard about this. I think it was either during the season, Kyrie took a game off
for
mental health, which I think should be allowed. I'm pretty sure he didn't get nothing for it. I'm pretty sure he should have been straight. That should be allowed. I think players should be able to take time off and really collect themselves. Or even, I think it was there was another player. This was back in like 2020.
I won't say that they shouldn't, because I do think they should, because their job requires different pressures than like the average 9 to 5. But at the same time, it is their job, so it's hard. That one's hard.
It's hard, but I wouldn't say like have them take off like fucking. Like a couple weeks, but I'm talking
like what I'm saying is as a fan perspective, say Kyrie takes 2 games off and then Brooklyn misses the playoffs by 2 games, everyone will say it's because Kyrie took 2 games off. You know what I mean? Like, they're going to give an excuse to slander him more by using his mental health days as a way to attack him. That's how our media works.
Yeah.
even ESPN's gonna be like, if Kyrie didn't take these 2 days off, then Brooklyn would have made the
people
playoffs.
should be more. Then that means that people are just not
inconsiderate.
Yeah,
sure.
And it's just ridiculous, you know. Like there was a linebacker. His name was Luke Kuechly, and I remember he played for. No. He plays for the Carolina. He played for the Carolina Panthers. He played with them for 8 years, and he retired. He was
retired at like 28.
Yeah.
Look at Matthew. Not Matthew Stafford. Stupid. He never made that. Yeah, he did. Shut up. Andrew
Luck.
Yeah, he retired at like 28.
Yeah,
as a quarterback, and he was like, "I have a beautiful career in what I studied for at Stanford. Why do I keep taking this abuse to my body and my brain?" And he wasn't just talking about football. When I can just go do what I gotta do. You know?
Yeah, you know, some people like there's people that retire because, you know, they care about their families and, you know, and if you paid attention to football, you notice a lot of players that used to play, they've taken, I'd say back in like maybe the 80s, 90s, they've taken a lot of shit. And, you know, they didn't get that, they didn't take that, oh, let me retire early and just take what I got. They want to play because some people, they love the game too much, and they love that, you know, that feeling, the thrill, and all that when it comes to playing that sport.
Like fighters.
Yeah, so they stick with it, and some people just love the money, but they don't understand like the damage that they're doing to their brains, and the damage that they're doing to their bodies, you know, and it really fucks with you. There's a lot of players. I don't want to say a lot, but I know there's like a good handful of players that have killed themselves because of...
That's what I was going to bring up.
Yeah, the issues that they went through just playing the sport, you know.
The thing is, like, your athletic career is not a sustainable career. It lasts from, like, your early 20s to, depending on your career, your mid-30s, early 30s, or maybe if you're fighting or something of that level, your late 30s. You know what I mean? Like, LeBron's in his late 30s, but LeBron's a 1 in a million athlete. So it's like... There's not going to be a whole bunch of athletes like them. Like, who perform... There's not many athletes that perform at the highest of highest levels, like top 50 players in whatever they're competing in until their late 30s. It's just not. Like, usually by your late 30s, you're drifting down into the top 100, blah, blah, blah. Point being is, it's like... I remember that year that Georgia... I don't remember what game it was. I want to say it was against Michigan State. Georgia was in a bowl game, and they missed a field goal, a game-winning field goal. And their kicker missed it. And I remember the very next day, Dad found him in his room, and he had tried to kill himself. I'm laughing because it's not funny, but it is. Not that he tried to kill himself. That's not what's funny. It's funny is because he couldn't kill himself because he was too short to kick the chair. But it was like, the point being is, I mean, that is kind of funny. Sorry. I'm sorry. Dark humor. But, the point being is, it's like, he's a college athlete. He's not getting paid for it, but the stakes are so high to him that he's willing to take his own life from one game. That should be an indication of what we're doing to these people. Like, they're human beings. They're going to make mistakes. The whole point of sport is to put my athleticism and my mental and physical capacities against yours to see who comes greater. And then at the end of the day, we shake hands and go about our business. It's not to eradicate each other as human beings over a football, a basketball, a soccer ball, a fight. Like, you're going to win some, you're going to lose some. You can't win forever. Michael has lost. Tom has lost. I'm trying to think of stuff. Roger Federer has lost.
LeBron.
Kobe's lost.
LeBron.
I get it. LeBron's lost.
There we go. Well, yeah, you know,
lost more. No,
that's what sucks a lot. You know, there was another kicker that went through that. He played for the Bills back in, I think when they three-peat or no, I think it was a three-peat.
When they had that four-peat, straight titles.
They
went 4 straight Super
and they
Bowls
lost
and they lost all 4.
There was one against the
teams too.
Yeah, no, 2 of them were against, I think, the Giants.
Bengals?
No, the Cowboys. 2 of them were against the Cowboys. One's against the Giants.
No, that's the same division.
Yeah, 2 was against the Cowboys. One's against the Giants, and the other one I forgot.
It doesn't matter. They got clapped.
Yeah, they got clapped 4 times. But the kicker. I remember I heard this, that the kicker, it was against the Giants, and the kicker missed a field goal. And it was a game-winning field goal, and the Giants won the Super Bowl. I remember when he went through depression, and, you know, he wanted to kill himself, because that's just so much pressure that's on you, that's just like, it's hard to get off because especially when you have a strong fan base like the Bills probably have the biggest fan base
for a losing team. No,
for a losing. No, they're good now. They're better now. But just they have the best. They have one of the best fan base in the NFL, and that guy took a lot of shit for that. He took a lot of shit, and usually the Bills fans are very harsh. I can tell you
passionate
that.
Fans.
Yeah, passionate.
See, I know like soccer. Soccer's. I would argue. I know some people would disagree, but I argue soccer is probably like top 3 of most passionate sports. Like people will literally kill. Like I remember Iran or Iraq. I can't remember which country. They had like some people murdered, allegedly. I'm pretty sure it was the case, but they had some people murdered because they got eliminated from the World Cup too early. And it's like they take it so seriously. And I mean, yeah, I understand the stakes, I understand the monetary value in it, but at the beginning, end of the day, it's a sport. Like you cannot put these people's mental health at risk for your own gain. Like it's just not fair. If that's how you feel, legitimately, you go out there and train and go play instead of them. Like you get up there and become a professional. That's how you really feel. Don't sit online and talk all this trash. Talk about this dude's a bleep and this dude's a that, and throw all these emojis and all that. Like, why don't you go play?
They did that.
You weren't good enough to go play, so why are you talking?
They did that shit
either
with
support your team or sit down and be quiet.
They did that shit with this college team. When I think it was fucking Michigan that missed the field goal, and they were reading some tweets about the kicker that missed the field goal. And they invited the people that put all these negative ass tweets. They invited them to kick the field goal, and none of them
could score.
None of them could have done it.
I know I can hit a 50-yarder. That's facts. I've done it before. It was only once, but I've done it before.
I can't kick for shit.
I mean, that's what I do. You know what I mean, bruh. But bring back to no, we're not gonna do that.
But what was it? But yeah, I think a lot of people should take it more easy on a lot of these athletes, because not only the stress that they have of them competing in that sport, but also just people, they got feelings. I mean, shit, like everyone's human, you can't just, they get paid millions.
A lot of them don't. Like,
well, yeah, some of them
we're
don't.
highlighting 90% of them don't. If you look at all the players that are like rookie level, or you look at all the NBA players that are on the bench, they're not getting millions. They're getting maybe hundreds of thousands. If you look at fighters, the fighters like, how that nigga get slept, blah, 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 blah. That dude's making like $25,000 for the next 3 months. When you think about it, they're not making that much money. And when they're done working at 35, 36, and they have to figure out what else they're going to do for the rest of your life, you're still at home working your 9 to 5. So you need to take into consideration that they have a short window to do the best they can. And you not helping them boost their confidence, and you slandering. I get criticism, but it's like, it's not even constructive criticism. You're not like, oh, if you did this, you could have done this, and you're being objective. You're just talking trash. Like, oh, nigga, you're trash, you're too slow, you're this, you're that. Like, that's not constructive. And obviously, that's on the softer end. I don't want to be as graphic as people are, because it's just like, it's disgusting. Like, you just don't understand what these people are going through. Some people, they have to play the day after their mom died, and they have to look online, and you got people giving them death threats. Oh, I know where you live, I'm going to kill you because you missed this, and you missed that free throw, we could have went to the final. Like, no, you can't do that, bro. Like, just because you're online doesn't give you the right to hide behind your username and do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Unless you're about to pull up. Now, if you swing and you knock them out, I ain't gonna say. I ain't got nothing to say.
If you have, and and I get it. Like some people, instead of like, I guess coming at people like that, you can do like little soft things. You can tell them they're overrated. Kind of like Ben Simmons. He's overrated as fuck.
I wouldn't say he's overrated.
He's overrated.
I don't think he's overrated. I think he is underachieved compared to his potential. He is a defensive wizard with zero offense. Now, if he developed a sort of offensive game that was good enough to produce maybe 15 points a game, he wouldn't be overrated anymore. He'd be decent. Because his defense is really legit. And he's also 6'10 at point guard. Who's 6'10 and plays point guard? Nobody. Like, he can literally guard anybody on the floor, and he's playing point, which has the shortest players, which means as long as he keeps them on the perimeter and blocks their shots, he can shut them down. And if he can get 10 to 20 points a game, he's probably one of the top players in the league. Mm-hmm. What you mean? If he averages 20 points a game with his defense,
if we're going to be realistic, he's not going to be able to do that.
You don't know that,
especially with Philly.
See, you're just like
if he leaves Philly, I feel like he could do better.
I think Philly needs him more than he needs Philly.
Oh yeah, Philly. Well, no, I mean he's good during the offs. I mean before the playoffs, he could be.
I mean,
good. He's good during the playoffs.
He's just not good. Not everybody. Like, I don't want to bring. This is unrelated, but say for instance, Cristiano Ronaldo or Conor McGregor. Those are two dudes from way different sports. One's from MMA, one's from soccer. Point being is they live and die for the pressure, the big moments where all the lights are shining. That's what they live for. Some players aren't built like that. Some players are built as regular season. That was disgusting. Some players are built as regular season players. They're built to just be really good basketball players.
Yeah.
But McGregor, he's built for the big moments. He's built for when the star shines the brightest to come out and perform. So is Ronaldo. He's built for those big games, those games that matter the most. When you need to show it, when you need somebody to pull through, he's there. Ben Simmons just not that guy. You're not
that guy.
That guy? Not that guy. Michael's that guy.
I'll just say Kawhi Leonard. He could be that guy.
I don't know. Kawhi Leonard's more like, I feel like
because he's not around there when during the postseason.
Really good, but he's really not that guy at the same time. Huh? I know people are gonna slander me for saying this, but LeBron's low key not that guy. Low key. People be objective here. Low key not that guy. If you think about it, low key, he's one of the best players of all time. But when you think about it, he's low key not that guy. Low key.
So back about the mental health,
admit it
stuff.
He low key not that guy. Low key.
That's a bold statement. I mean,
that's your opinion. If you're being objective,
that's your opinion. That's your opinion. I'm not gonna get mad about it.
Shut me down.
I'm just saying that's your opinion. Let's not go off subject. That's your opinion.
That's fair.
That's your opinion.
In closing, y'all hoes need. No, I'm just playing. But we need to relax with the online abuse. Calm down.
Especially how a lot of our
just show love to one another.
I don't know about all that. But especially that our life kind of surrounds. There's people that just live off the internet, you know. There's people that just like their social media is like their fucking life. You take away social media from people, they will shut down completely. Because a lot of people just
primarily women. No disrespect.
Oh, come on, man.
It is primarily women. That's not even disrespectful. That's just honesty.
No, I'm just talking about like when it comes to like the slandering and all that, you know.
I know. I'm just saying it's primarily women.
What, the slandering?
Yeah, I'm not talking about sports. I'm just saying in general. I thought that was a generalized thing. Maybe I'm wrong, but
I don't know. I don't really know the.
I mean, Kylie Jenner posted a picture. 90% girl. Your titties fake. Blah blah blah. I know that's not sports related, but you get what I'm saying.
It's people are just cruel. People are just cruel, and then that's what they want.
I mean, I think the issue is people are so insecure that they're more concerned about everyone else's life than themselves. Like, if you were so special, you wouldn't really be worrying about what LeBron's doing anyway. You'd be playing basketball yourself or doing something else. Why are you so worried about what LeBron's got going on? That has nothing to do with you. Go do something. Stop spending so much time on social media and go out there and go do stuff with your life. Go experience things. Go enjoy your life instead of spending your life online. At some point, your life is going to end, or you're going to be too old to where all you can do is be online. So why don't you go out there and go do stuff while you have a fully capable body? Yeah, I know work's boring. Life is tough. Life isn't exactly what you wanted it to be because this happened and that happened. But you're still alive, so you have an opportunity to fix it or do something about it. So go out there and do what you want to do. Go enjoy life instead of sitting in the house talking crap about people that you don't even know and that are better than you at sports.
Us being positive about this, watch like in the comments a bunch of shut your bitch ass. It's just like people coming at us.
Haters.
It's just like damn, like we're trying to spread the positive.
Yeah, we're just saying be more positive. Stop being haters.
Yeah, you know, tell them, you know what? Hey, LeBron, I get you missed that 3. Maybe next time you'll get it type shit, you know?
No, don't do that.
No, don't do that.
That's soft. That's too soft.
That's not soft.
But like, hey, LeBron, you missing too many 3s. Then when he clapped back, how about you shoot some? And then you send him a video of like 20 seconds where you just edit and drain
send him a video.
Wets.
Send him a little video. Be like, hey, LeBron, just go ahead. Can you work on your craft a little better? Like,
yeah,
that was kind
don't be like that lady that was at the stadium. She was like, how does it feel to be a pussy ass? Don't do that.
That was funny.
That was
LeBron looked at it. He said,
I don't agree with it. That was hilarious. That was in the moment. That was really clutch.
It was just, you weren't expecting it.
Yeah, and then when you look at her, it's like, wow.
And then you saw the security. Watch your mouth, woman.
Now that woman, as much as that was disrespectful,
I like how she said, "I can't hear you."
As much as she was disrespectful, at least she had the balls to say it to his face. You know what I mean? Like, she said that directly to LeBron, directly to him.
Like,
now, unless you're going to buy tickets, go to the stadium and actually say it to his face. Don't do that. Don't do it online.
If you're that bold to do it to the person at the in their face,
hats off to you, bro.
Hey,
you got nothing to say. I mean, I'm spreading positivity here.
That's just you talking shit.
You go on this. You got him.
If you really want to throw hands with LeBron, you got it, man.
Nah, he's 6'9". I'm good. That's throwing hands versus paws. I'm good, bro. Yeah. His hands are probably like bricks.
His hands look like glove mitts.
He probably can't fight though. Keep it a buck. If I had to put money on it, I bet he can't fight.
I've never seen LeBron.
Fighting coordination. I'm speaking from like a UFC perspective. Obviously, he's not gonna be at that level, but you know what I mean. Like,
I'm pretty sure he could probably pick you up and just drop you. You know,
maybe if he has good takedown. But my thing is, he's 6'9". I'm really
chokes
short.
You out.
He would have to like pick me up from up here because him reaching down. By the time he gets down here, that's a guillotine. He's going to sleep.
He bites you.
I'm just thinking logically. He's 6'9". I'm like 5'8". That's a whole foot. Like he's gonna have to go down here.
How'd you feel if he kicked you in the face?
What? Kicked me in the face?
Like
he probably cleaned me out with one head kick.
Yeah.
He probably would barely lift his leg too. Like, I just slept. But
I just think we got to be more positive when it comes to other people's feelings, and be
empathetic and sympathetic.
Yeah.
And remember that these are human beings, and they're doing, at the beginning and end of the day, even though we pay their checks, they're doing this for our entertainment. Unless we're going to go out there and compete at the highest level ourselves, we really shouldn't be slandering them that hard.
I can't
because if they're all degraded and mentally ill, then we ain't going to have no Kyrie, we're not going to have no LeBron, no Tom Brady, no Patrick Mahomes, no Roger Federer, no Serena Williams, no Naomi Osaka, etc., etc. All these athletes, if they were like, you know what, we're going to take a mental health year, no playing. What are we going to do? You're not about to watch Buddy at the county park. Like, you're not going to watch him play. He's trash. He been smoking, sniffing crack for like 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I know one dude, though, from down the road. He was supposed to be like a really good basketball player, like NBA level. And then somebody put something in his drink at a party once. He's been gone since. So, never drop your drink and pick it back up.
See, there's something in there, some ash. I know people.
Nothing could happen to it, but just don't do it.
They kind of ash in someone's drink and then walk away. That's fucked up.
That's disgusting. If you're doing that, that's a vial. You need to watch yourself.
Yeah, you ain't shit if you do that.
There was a question I wanted to leave at the end of this. Oh, we got a poll for you guys. Are you ready? Who cheats more, men or women? Modern day. Leave it in the comments. We'll put it up on his on his Instagram, because my Instagram doesn't have enough followers. But yeah, we'll leave it on his Insta, and you let us know who cheats more, men or women. We're gonna be discussing that soon. We're gonna bring some ladies into the mix.
Men.
So
women.
Bring some
men. Women. Make sure you edit men.
I'm gonna guess the public is gonna say men, but I think. No, I'm just kidding. You gotta wait for the episode. So
yeah,
subscribe, like, hit the bell, share. Post on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, MySpace, TikTok, whatever China has, because they
tell your grandmother about us.
Yeah, she can listen to this episode.
Tell your grandmother, your mother, your father,
your great grandmother,
uncle, your cousin, your nephew,
your dog,
your niece,
your cat,
your
fucking
lizard. Coworkers, everybody. Tell your boss. Let them know. Shout us out. Candor Thoughts. Like and subscribe. We out. Perfect.